I didn't have anything to give anybody to actually proceed on the business side. But I learned while I was there talking to several star and elite coaches that I did have a story, and that was part of my story. And as far as the weight loss, I could use someone else's story until I felt comfortable with my weight loss story. I think my motivation for actually wanting to be involved now, they also told me everyone's motivation would be different. Um, Mine is more so the travel. I think that's what I'm more interested in, and that's why I want to be a part. I mean, of course, the income helps and would be greatly not turned away, but the traveling is what is motivating me. You want anything else other than that?
Yeah, well, just kind of to, because I know, like with Dustin and coaches that have kind of been in for a little bit, they get frustrated, can get deterred, especially friends and family. You're my sister. You watched me do this for 2 years. Um, just kind of what was your idea of what I was doing for these past 2 years, and as far as why it never occurred to you to join before. What at that event kind of was just like, okay,
Well, one of the things, because I do want to have a weight loss journey and transformation. So I would say one of the key things were actually I've seen being in some of the groups and seen some of the pictures and seen some of the stories, and they just didn't seem real to me, or the people didn't seem real to me. It just almost felt like an infomercial, basically, and it didn't seem real to me. And then to actually meet and talk to people and had seen their before and seen their after, that really motivated me. And then just like I said, the whole week long, just talking to different people about the business side, them giving me ideas, them telling me what to do when I come home. And not to say that, I guess it's kind of easier to take it from, and I don't understand it either, the reasoning, but to take it from somebody that you don't know other, because I've watched John and Monica's transformations, and I mean I praise them for theirs and everything, but I guess that was just too close to home, and to see it actually across the country or um, in different arenas than just right at home, that it is something that is going on basically worldwide, United States, Canada, um, that I just feel that I wanted to be a part of. And I honestly feel that um, a lot of people may need to go to these events. And I did go to a Super Saturday, needless to say, but that still wasn't enough motivation for me, that Super Saturday. I One of these grander scale events is just something that motivated me, and I was like, oh, I do want to be a part. Oh, I do enjoy talking to other coaches and about their journeys, because no one's story is the same. Of course, everybody would know that no one's is the same, but just hearing the different parts and like, oh, I can do this. Oh, well, you giving me or you helped me figure out what my issue was, and if I can resolve that, then I can be successful.
and to that, that's a big part. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to have this call and have you and Amos speak, because that is a big thing that I've heard in a lot of personal developments and GoPro. The Danny Johnson, who I follow, is that your closest friends, family, they trust you, but they don't respect you. And
I can't say that.
that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it does. So, I mean, at the same time, then I've got my closest friends and family that I'm going to have that same wall or that same issue with now that I'm motivated
And that's the thing to
to
know.
start.
It's not like it's a negative. They trust you. They trust that you're going to bring somebody in, because that's the whole point of these events. You bring people to the events because they trust you. Okay, I'm going to go with you, John. I trust you. You're not going to show me anywhere crazy. But on the other hand, I need to see a little bit first. I need to watch you a little bit first. That's just how it is. People, and even new people that you come in contact with are going to be, some might jump right in, but others are going to have to watch a little bit and say, okay, let me see. Or they see your transformation and they're like, oh, okay, you've done that. And just speaking to that, we were out to eat just a little while ago. We were talking to our waitress, and Monica started to pump her up a little bit and was going to invite her to the Super Saturday. And she was like, "Oh, you talking about Super Saturday, the event?" And we both looked at her. She was like, "Yeah, I just signed up to be a Beachbody coach." So you never know what people are going, when you're going to find somebody, or you're always in. That's another thing. Always inviting people. You never know who needs. Everybody can use this opportunity. But yeah, events, getting people to events, like she said, the Super Saturday wasn't enough for her. That's why we always want to get people to come to Summit and get to these bigger, grander events. But Super Saturday was enough for me and Monica. We went to a little small one. It was like 20 people, our first one. And we were just amazed at all the people that were like-minded. Everybody was happy. Nobody. It was just you just felt the enthusiasm in the little group of 20 people. But yeah, that's definitely the key that I wanted to have tonight. That your friends, family, people you meet, they're going to start to trust you, but they don't always respect you. So you always want to connect them to what we call an expert. And an expert can be somebody who's in the business for a week, 2 weeks. They don't know. Like I said, I could have introduced my sister to somebody that's been a coach for a couple of weeks, and they might give her an insight that she wouldn't hear from me, but would hear from them. So what else did you enjoy about the cruise? Because that's the big event. That's our big Success Club event. And as far as the trips and things, that's something that's an incentive that is not far off for anybody to reach to get to these Success Clubs. We went to Disney last year. Just went on the cruise this year. Next year, I'm shooting for Cancun. And they make it so anybody can do it, and especially when you're a brand new coach, they give you what is called a fast track. So if you get Success Club and within 6 months of signing up, then you can get on these Success Club trips for that first year.
What else did well, one thing that was inspirational is that in the regular, I guess I'm trying to say in corporate America, you have to be promoted or you have to be chosen, and we all know how groups and cliques work in the corporate world. And what I learned also in the Beachbody world, that it's not, it doesn't depend on someone else. It's all you and your work. I mean, you can sign up and you can eventually or potentially move ahead of the coach that actually signed you up. So you're not stuck, or you're not only in the place where you started. You can actually advance, and there's more advancement based on how much and how hard you work. Since I had not started my exercising and clean eating, and actually even my Shakeology before I went on the cruise. I didn't actually exercise on the cruise, but I did go out and just partake of the activity. I believe it was the last morning, right, John?
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that as far as the workout instructor, Sean T, and where's Quentin? I need the other guy's name. What's his name?
You can't be promoting Beachbody if you don't know Tony Horton now.
Tony Horton. I couldn't think of it. I just couldn't think of it. Tony Horton and Celine. I need my nephew. He was schooling me yesterday. I mean, they're just workout gods, and they are celebrity on with anybody that's Beachbody, and just that energy and everybody. I mean, they love them like they know them, like they're their best friends, and I mean, because their workouts have changed a lot of people's lives. I mean, it's really changed them, and I ended up meeting a guy. Actually, John and I both met a guy in Cozumel walking down the street. John knew he was from Beachbody. I didn't know at the time, but we met him walking down the street, and John said he had seen him on stage. I don't exactly remember where he said he's seen him, but I was just meeting him for the first time, and he looked like a young, fit, guy. And so I come home and I, friended him on Facebook, and I look at his page and I'm like, whoa. Like that's only been like what, a year and a half to 2 years. Like, oh my gosh, no wonder why he loves Sean T, because that's who helped him make his transformation. And I just think that's awesome. And, I eventually want to have my own story, like that, and want to feel and look the same way he did.
Lost 175 pounds.
Yeah, he did. And, so that's just something on its own to be proud about. And that if you can attribute that success to a program / a company that you're part of, that, who wouldn't promote it? Who wouldn't, want to be a part of something that great? And then on top of that, you lose the weight, you look good, you're healthy now, and then you get to go on free trips.
And
so
who won money for your transformations? He won.
Oh, well, yeah, he won. He did. He won. What? 10,000? Over 10,000. Yeah, for his transformation. So I'm just like, wow.
And they give out daily. They give out $500 daily. I was one of the recipients of the $500 for my transformation.
So I'd come home and I actually just made my first post today that's alluding to what I'm trying to do, but I didn't want to go in full force, of course, because a lot of people that are friends with me know where I went and what I've been doing. But I just threw it out there today to see how many people will respond, and I think I've got, and I can't even compare to how many people or friends people have on their pages. But I think just on my first little tidbit that I put, I think I have over 30 some likes, and maybe about 10 people that said they want to know more. So just before we got on this call, actually, I called John. I was like, okay, what's my next step? I've got them hooked now. What do I do?
And that's definitely, it's a great example. And we talked to our new coaches that are getting on, and definitely with you, Lauren, that's what I'm here for. You don't have to know everything about Beachbody. You don't have to know, just like we said, your friends trust you, but they might not respect you. So you're going to connect them to me, and then we will go at them together. I can help you out with different things on posting. I can talk with them. We can do 3-way calls, but that's kind of the way we want to make this business go. And then once you start getting new coaches, it's just going to snowball effect. You're going to show them. You're going to be the expert. You're going to be showing them how to go about it. So definitely that's what we want. There's no reason, because I've already been through it. Me and Dustin both. He's been with me from the beginning. So we went through some trials and trying to explain to people, oh, this is what the challenge group is, this is this, that, and that. And that does